let me talk to those who actually believe in God here for a second. If you believe in God, you know that the individual is responsible for himself. And beyond that, the family is the nucleus. The family is ordained of God. The family is the most important building block of all of society. People are now saying, and I said this last week, people are now saying, I agree with Black Lives Matter and but I don't agree with the rioters. Well, wait a minute. Wait, now we're cleansing Black Lives Matter. Now, I read their website, I don't know, 5 years ago or so, and it was horrifying. Well, they have gone back under cloak, but they wanted to make sure that everyone knew with eyes you could see what they really were. On the blacklivesmatter.com website, you tell me if this is good or evil. We seek to disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family structure requirement by supporting each other as extended families and villages that collectively care for one another, especially our children, to the degree that mothers, parents, and children are comfortable. It sounds nice. Oh, well, they're always going to take care of each other. We disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family structure requirement. Now, let me just tell you that around 50 years ago, we destroyed another nuclear family. We destroyed the nuclear family of the African American. And it has been an unmitigated disaster. We have incentivized dads to leave the home. Jason Riley, a senior fellow at Manhattan Institute, claims that family structure offers a much more plausible explanation to the outcomes of what is happening in the black community than residual white racism. The family structure has broken down, and I believe it was by design, and I believe it was by design by evil progressives. They've been trying to destroy the black family and the black community forever. Now, there's something else that seems oddly out of place. Remember, this is a Black Lives Matter, so this is a black-run organization. We foster a queer-affirming network. When we gather, we do so with the intention of freeing ourselves from the tight grip of heteronormative thinking. I can tell you, I find it highly unlikely that a group of black people wrote that. I find that highly unlikely. I'll bet you no black people had any part of writing that. Blacks are by the largest margin of 18%, the least supportive of homosexuality. There was a PRRI research paper, roughly 6 in 10 white, 59%, Hispanic, 60%, and mixed race Americans, 59%, and close to 7 in 10, 69% Asian Pacific Islanders. Americans favor same-sex marriage. However, black Americans are more divided, with fewer than half, 48%, expressing support in allowing gay and lesbian couples to marry, while 41% opposed. However, this represents a 5-point increase in support in same-sex marriage compared to the 43% in 2015. So they are 30 points behind everybody else. And even the crowdsourced liberal Wikipedia says that this is because African Americans are so bound to their religion. So how much do you want to make a bet that the final phase for the black community is happening now, trying to get blacks to separate from their church? That way you can move progressive policies forward and you can completely destroy these people. It's weird because blacks are so close to God, and yet God is not mentioned in a single page of Black Lives Matter's website. Gender shows up 4 times, sex 3 times, comrades shows up twice, but no mention of God. I'll tell you what this is. This is not a movement. This is a Soros operation. This is a way to get people to vote for Democrats for the next 200 years and to tear our nation apart.